Your body may be telling a story your mind learned to silence. You might not remember a dramatic, singular event. You might not even call it trauma. But your nervous system remembers the rooms where you had to stay quiet. It remembers when you had to hide what you were feeling, or make yourself small just to survive. And years later, those memories show up in ways that look completely normal from the outside. You might spend an hour overthinking a simple text message, or you lie in bed at night physically exhausted, but your brain refuses to let you sleep. There is a biological conflict happening under the surface. Your mind looks around the room and logically knows that you are perfectly safe, but your body's nervous system is still operating on an old set of rules, acting as if danger is right around the corner. By exploring these behaviors, we can begin to understand what your nervous system has been trying to say. Once you recognize these patterns, you can finally start looking at yourself with compassion. It often starts with a hyper-awareness of everyone else. As a child, if you had to monitor unpredictable adult moods to keep the house stable, you adapted by learning to read the room before you read yourself. Today, you might feel chronically responsible for managing everyone else's emotions, unable to relax if someone else is upset, because your body believes it is your job to fix it. There is also a specific kind of physical bracing. Danger in childhood rarely looked like shouting. Often it was a subtle cue, a sharp look, a heavy sigh, or a cupboard closing too hard. Your body learned to prepare for the worst the second the air shifted. This connects past triggers directly to present reactions. You tense in safe environments today before your mind understands why. Notice the pulse. Your nervous system is a predictive engine, bypassing logical thought to repeat an old survival pattern. This pattern extends to how you handle your own needs. A child who asks for help and is repeatedly ignored or met with annoyance learns that taking up space is risky. To survive, they wrap their requests in apologies. As an adult, you might find yourself saying sorry before you even ask for clarity, apologizing simply for having a need. You may also notice a strange relationship with rest. If sitting down as a child meant you were called lazy, and relaxation had to be earned through constant productivity, your nervous system learned to equate stillness with trouble. Now when you try to take a break, your body floods with guilt, treating a nap like a violation of a safety rule. These behaviors, the hyper-responsibility, the physical bracing, and the self-minimization, protected you when you were small. Your biology chose them because they worked. They have simply outlived their usefulness. In other cases, the body goes a step further into emotional numbness. When a child is scolded for being too sensitive or dramatic, their tears learn to go somewhere else. They turn down their internal volume. As an adult, you might struggle to feel deep joy or fail to cry when something painful happens, because your body learned long ago that showing emotion costs too much. This loss of trust can make peace itself feel dangerous. If your childhood was defined by unpredictable shifts, where a calm afternoon could instantly turn into chaos, you lost the ability to trust safety. Today, a healthy relationship or a quiet home feels deeply unfamiliar, and you scan happy moments for hidden threats. As a peaceful environment increases, the alarm threshold spikes into the red. Your nervous system is waiting for the other shoe to drop. The body also stores unsaid words on pressure points, a tight throat, heavy chest, or knot in your stomach. Perhaps the quietest indicator is a total loss of self. A child who survived by becoming an extension of their parents' needs, always easy, always agreeable, never gets the space to discover who they are. As an adult, being alone leaves you feeling empty. You might confuse independence with abandonment, unsure of your own identity without someone else there to define it. We often praise people for being easy or low maintenance, yet we rarely admit that extreme agreeableness is often the sign of a nervous system that has entirely shut down its sense of self in order to survive. If you recognize yourself in these descriptions, I need you to hear this clearly. You are not broken. Your body was incredibly successful at doing exactly what it was designed to do, keeping you alive in the environment you are in. Your body is not betraying you today. It is acting on outdated information. Healing is the process of repeatedly giving your nervous system new data. You can start today by changing your focus. Instead of asking, "What is wrong with me?" locate the physical signal in your body. Notice the tight chest or the clenched jaw. Then verbally separate the past from the present. When the reaction hits, quietly say to yourself, "This feels old." Try to pause before you default to your old survival role. Before you immediately apologize or fix someone's mood, take a breath. Then practice one small, low-stakes boundary. Take an hour to reply to a text, or say, "I'll think about it." Your body needs proof that setting a boundary does not lead to abandonment. You can also use a somatic practice. When you feel yourself tense up, place a hand gently on your chest or stomach and tell yourself, "I am here now. I am allowed to have needs." Your nervous system learned fear through repeated experiences, and it learns safety the exact same way. If you are feeling emotional right now, be gentle with yourself. Realizing that the behaviors you thought were your personality were actually survival strategies can feel heavy before it feels freeing. It is a lot to process, but you are finally listening to your body's story, and that matters. If you want to keep doing this work with me, subscribe for more guidance on subconscious healing and rebuilding self-trust. Before you go, tell me in the comments, which of these patterns give your body recognize first? Acknowledging the hidden story is the first step toward reclaiming your life. I'll see you in the next one.